The shortest wars in history. Did you know some wars have lasted just a few minutes or even seconds? Today we're diving into the fastest fights in history that you may not have heard of. Our first contender is the Anglo-Zanzibar War, often cited as the shortest war in history. It took place on August 27, 1896, and lasted only 38 minutes. The British Empire and the Sultanate of Zanzibar faced off after the death of the Sultan, leading to a power struggle. The British forces quickly overwhelmed the Zanzibari side, marking a decisive victory in under an hour. Next up, we have the Six-Day War, fought in June 1967. While it lasted longer than a few minutes, 6 days is still a remarkably short time for a war. Israel faced off against Egypt, Jordan, and Syria, among other nations. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Israel achieved a swift and significant victory, capturing territory that remains disputed to this day. Now let's jump back to the Football War, also known as the 100-Hour War, between El Salvador and Honduras in 1969. While tensions had been building for years, the catalyst was a heated football match that sparked conflict between the two nations. The war was brief, lasting only a few days, but it left lasting scars on both sides. How about the Goryeo-Khitan War in 1019? This conflict between the Korean Goryeo Kingdom and the Liao dynasty of Khitan began and ended within a single day. The Khitan army invaded, but was swiftly defeated by the Goryeo forces, showcasing the power and preparedness of the Korean kingdom. Let's take a look at the War of Jenkins' Ear, which lasted a few hours in 1739. The story goes that a British captain named Robert Jenkins had his ear cut off by a Spanish coast guard. This incident escalated tensions, leading to a short battle. Though the overall conflict stretched out, this single encounter was brief but impactful. Finally, the Ecuadorian-Peruvian War in 1941 is an intriguing case of a short but intense conflict. The battle lasted just 5 days, with Ecuador and Peru fighting over disputed territories. Despite the brevity, the war left deep-rooted issues that persisted for decades. So there you have it, the shortest wars in history that packed a punch despite their brief durations. Which of these short wars surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating history.